Sweaty palm, open wide. Trembling with pride, not even attempting to conceal the anger inside. Teeth clenched, body shivering, furious eyes, fingers quivering, feet spread apart, ready to fight, but knowing that the foe would never stoop so low as to step in the ring with me. And so I slapped the face of God, as I do every day with a sweaty palm open wide. Disrespect personified like a child with a Christmas iPhone 3GS that wanted a better model, digital XS. In return for his gift, I returned my hatred, which turned my heart from his and his heart to sorrow. You see, this gift was brilliant, birthed of genius, the great machinist, melting perfection with completeness and greatness with sweetness, the law. Promised to Abraham and refined through Moses, it came wrapped in the bow that held together the sticks with which to burn Isaac, faith, the law. Celebrated by David's meditations and clung to by the prophet's meditations, it was too much. So rather than bow the knee before my king and thank him for everything, I staged an insurrection. This wayward son, which some called prodigal, made his own theological army, consisting mainly of, well, it was just me. But I would fight and make my own law, one a rebel could follow. Funny thing about rebels, they make much of themselves, so this new law would be sure to outwardly smell great. Like spraying on Axe instead of taking a shower, this new law lacked just as much power. It was all about how great I was, or at least how great I looked. Hoping people would just see the cover and never read the book, because if they did, they'd see that the dark ink in those pages was only half as dark as my heart, sinister enough to block out the sun. I was an outlaw of weakness, exiled by nothing other than my incompleteness. The law was a burden too heavy to carry, so rather than drink the scripture's dairy, I twisted its words to make the gospel about what I could carry. Nice Sunday suits, but Friday night abuse. Money always offered, but heart an empty coffer. Holy silence when at church, but every party's loudest scourge. Bible verses of 160 characters or less, but character less. No beer anywhere, but inches to spare on my gluttonous waistline, wasting hairline from screaming empty prayers. Not a dime for the homeless, because he'll just use to impair. Unaware that more than he actually does need food, I need the Spirit, not a pat on the back when I make an appearance. But I made it. And it feels good to be me. I've even got the face of sincerity. Everyone probing my heart for clarity on what they should do for soul prosperity. This checklist law is working just as I planned. I've got them fooled. Free. What? Free. He told me I was a free man who said I needed saving. Turns out I did. From underneath a 6-foot graving free. From the house I'd been building brick by brick, stick by stick, held by spit, and laying it on thick. But this great palace of the perfect man was really just a jail built on sand, and the tide was coming in. Threatening my prison of safety pins, terminating expectation, habitation, and Mr. Right vocation. Prime real estate location submerged past restoration, but that ocean turned out to be grace, and I was sinking. Grace? The law isn't exactly known for its mercy, but it wasn't for me to keep. It was just to make me thirsty, to make me realize that I needed an ocean of grace just to satisfy my thirst, drinking the sea to know that he loved me at my worst. That sea began at Emmanuel's veins, the color of oceans, because royalty bleeds blue. I couldn't measure up, but I found I didn't need to. The cross was the price tag, and Jesus paid the debt due. And now I still stand with a sweaty palm open wide. Only this time a little bit wetter, because now it holds my face, and every tear I've supplied, how could I? Now I begin my search for everyone who thirsts, every rebel at their worst, every man who's cursed God with his own checklist law. Mr. Wright, it's nice to meet you. In fact, I used to be you.